Hey everybody, welcome
Hey,
to After Icon. Uh Scott, how you guys doing today?
doing good. You just got the B team today. Kim's not feeling well, so
And Shelton and Key, it's good to see your faces again.
Hey, good to
Hey,
see you
good
all.
to
Good to
see
be
you.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so great it was great to meet all of you guys on Icon. And thank you for coming here and joining us tonight because
oh yeah.
I figured between well, the five of us, not the six of us, unfortunately, but between the five of us, we can probably talk about things that people find interesting and share our experience on Icon and also kind of cross pollinate a little bit, right?
Yep.
Um, I mean, you guys are more than 10 times our size, uh, but um, you know you guys put out some really good stuff, and I think we can all uh, people that watch each of our channels would enjoy um, the other two that they may not know of and may
Oh,
not watch.
absolutely.
So um, anyway, so we're here to talk about Icon, and
Yeah,
I don't want to run the show, but I'm Corey.
I'm Lori.
There's Laurie, and we're Mountains to Sea
Scott.
Crew. And we got Scott from Sea Trippin' and your favorite couple, Shelton and Key, with us tonight. Um, now, we met both of these couples on Icon, and Shelton and Key had a room right across the hall from us. And so we were always passing in the hallways talking about, oh, we got to sit down and chat, or we should make some time, but we were always running in opposite directions, and we never got a chance to do that. Kim and Scott, we we kind of ended up
I hung
parking
out
near
with
them
them the
a lot.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
It,
were right next
going
to you
through
on the
all our
blue drop.
clips, we see you in all our clips. We pass paths constantly.
Yeah. So, I guess we'll start off well with Shelton and Key. What was your biggest takeaway from Icon?
Oh my gosh. Where do we start?
I want
I
to start
mean,
with the innovation. The innovation of the cruise ship was amazing. The thought process was everything. I would say, for a large mass ship, the thought crowd control
yes,
was
that's where I
very
was going.
thoughtful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very thoughtful.
Yes, because I
Mhm.
mean, we've sailed like just several different cruise lines and even like on smaller ships. And if you just think about the embarkation process just before getting on the ship was a lot smoother than it has been on any other ship in which we've sailed. So that alone, and like you said, the crowd control, because we had lots of people on this ship, but nothing was
Crowded.
really crowded. And
Hmm.
if it was, then the crowd dissipated, quickly.
Right.
So yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah. I got to say, I felt the same way about that. I mean, getting an elevator, that new elevator system, I was a little bit concerned about, but man, it was a breeze. We
Breeze.
almost
Yeah.
never waited for an elevator. And you look at the Royal Promenade, a lot of times when they're having a sale or something going on down there, it's packed. You can't even walk through it on other ships. This ship, they'd have a
Yeah.
big sale, they'd have a huge line of people and dip, just walk right by because, geez, you could park 3 18-wheelers next to each other in that Royal Promenade. So it was
Well, there
huge.
was even some evenings where we would look down on the promenade and we're like, where is everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only time we really
Right.
So
encountered a
true.
crowd was like coming out of the Royal Theater. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
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 yeah, but I mean that's to be expected because everybody was being funneled through
Right. And it
one
didn't last
doorway.
long either.
Yeah, it didn't last that long.
Right, right.
And not that I want to talk about disembarkation, but it took us like less than 10 minutes from the time we left our room. Oh, no, we were at the Windjammer to get off and have our luggage in hand. It was so smooth.
It was, yeah,
No elevator problems. It was on other ships where it's a huge fight to get off. You just went right on, got on the elevator, and we were off in 10, 15 minutes. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. And even at the ports, when we were getting off at the ports, like typically, especially if you're getting off as soon as the ship docks and they open up the gangway, there's usually a wait getting off and getting back on, like getting on, waiting for an elevator because you're in the same location with everyone else who's trying to get back on the ship. That process is usually very slow and time consuming. But this time, getting off the escalators, and it's like they dump you off into the promenade, and you can go wherever your room is. You go forward or aft, and you didn't have to worry about the massive crowds. That was impressive. And I think, listen, all cruise lines, if you guys are watching this, you need to take notes from Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas embarkation and debarkation process, because that was the smoothest process ever.
Yes.
Getting back on and those escalators was awesome. Amazing. Just, right up to the promenade. It was not that fight for the elevators and everything. It was great.
Yeah. So what about you, Scott? What would you say your biggest takeaway was from Icon?
Well, going in, I was a little nervous because it's kind of aimed at that family kind of thing. They kept pushing that it's a family cruise, and we've got the one child that's 25 now, so I'm not, with all the kids and stuff, but not an issue at all. Not an issue. I mean, there was designated spots, even going down to the surf side, which is the kids zone. It was still, everything was just, we loved the ship. I got to say, I was a little skeptical going in kind of thing, and it was great.
Yeah, one of the things that we were skeptical about mentioning Surfside was the Surfside balcony. Because when we booked, that's the only thing that was available.
Well, we didn't have an option, really.
Yeah, we didn't really have an option. It was that, or you pay full price, or whatever the going rate was at that time, which was twice as much. And so we said, all right, we'll book it. But we were a little bit concerned because those interior facing balconies, we've heard that they could be noisy and it could disturb you. But when we had that balcony door closed, you could hardly hear anything going on Surfside during the day. And of course, at night, it's dead because it's a family and kids area.
And even during the day on the balcony, you heard music, not very loud, but it really wasn't too bad.
All right. So let's try one more question for you guys. Shelton and Key, what would you say your favorite area of the ship is?
Whoa.
Oh.
No, let me get this one. No, go. Ladies first. Go ahead.
For me, it was the overlook.
It doesn't have to be both of you.
I absolutely love. Oh my gosh. I love the overlook, the wraparound views, the overlook pods. I absolutely love that area. All of the outlets that were there, so you could just sit there for hours. You could charge your devices. I wish I were there right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you? What were you gonna say?
Definitely overlook. It gives me that. Give me that kind of Avatar type feel, kind of like that Next World generation with the pods, the lighting, and it had this virtual fish tank in the back.
Oh yes,
the bar.
I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the way you can actually see the front of the ship, the direction of the ship is just so amazing. I think I love it.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
That overlook was pretty cool. I never got to sit in one of the pods. So. Every time I went, I was like,
oh my
there's
God,
nobody in here. Let me go up to a pod. And I'd go up there and there was someone in there.
Yeah, where someone was laying down reading, and so you didn't see him. You go all the way up there and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that was the only downfall, because I was like, I didn't like having to climb up the steps before noticing or realizing that someone was there. I didn't like that, but I love the area. And oh my gosh, I wish you guys had that opportunity to sit there, because so peaceful, so relaxing. Loved it.
We got Kristen Harris is jumping in saying, "Hey, YFC."
That Kristen. Hey, Kristen.
All right, so Scott, what would you say your favorite area was?
Hello, hello,
Well,
everybody.
I'm gonna answer for Kim too. I know hers is always Central Park. Central Park, especially at night. It was just with all the lush greenery. I swear, we've been on Harmony where they pump in the kind of the sounds, the birds, but it was even, I don't know, maybe a little enhanced here. I mean, it was really neat. For me, I was going to say the promenade because I just loved how wide it was and just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really enjoyed that open space and the pearl there and everything. But they reminded me of the Overlook, and I forgot. I felt like the Overlook was almost hidden, like you couldn't. It was up there in front of the Aquadome, and it was almost like a forgotten area up there.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, the Overlook was a really magical area, no doubt about it. Um, I For the Royal Promenade, I mean, that's where we spent most of our time, I would say. We spent a lot of time.
Yeah, but that
Um,
doesn't mean it's the favorite, though. I
yeah,
mean,
true. I mean, as far as the favorite area, yeah, the Overlook
the Overlook.
it's just so unique. Pearl Cafe was pretty nice too because you could sit anywhere in there and you had power outlets, USB outlets. You just plug right in, and if you were working like we were sometimes, it was really handy and convenient. So
And the
Well, they
sunsets
added
at Pearl
those
Cafe
windows
were
there too
wonderful.
now.
yeah, the full 3-story windows, whatever they were. So that gave you a really neat view, and we caught
Yes.
sunsets there, so that was cool.
Now,
All
one
right.
thing, Corey and Scott, that I realized is the internet. Oh, sorry.
Go.
So sorry about that. One thing I realized over there in that area, the internet is like amazing. The Starlink internet over there in that area is amazing. We had a few live streams we did, and it was great over there in the Overlook.
Yeah,
so
we had issues in our cabin at first, but when we went to the Overlook, we were good. And when we were on the Royal Promenade, because we were at the one of the bars.
Yeah,
one of the bars. We went live, and the internet was great. And like you said, we've sailed several Oasis class ships, and we love the Royal Promenade, but we couldn't see the ocean. So those windows there, oh my gosh, that just made a world of a difference to be able to see outside while you were still inside. Loved it.
It just lets so much light in.
It does, and it doesn't make you feel claustrophobic or trapped or anything like that. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I'm going to throw something up here real quick.
Yes.
Because if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to all 3 of these channels. If you haven't subscribed, you really should.
Yes, it's free, and
Larry loves to say it's free.
You want to be in
Doesn't cost you
the crowd.
anything.
This is how you do it.
All right. So you would say the Overlook too?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the Aquatheater, that whole area.
The Aquatheater. Yeah, I mean,
it was a really neat area.
Of course, it's a brand new area. It's something that no one's ever seen before. So, it's new and it's cool, So, really neat stuff.
Yes.
So next question, Shelton and Key, what would you say your favorite? Yeah, I do. Gotta keep us talking here, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What would you say your favorite food venue was?
Uh-oh.
Did you hear that, or did I break up?
Can you? Okay, our Wi-Fi kind of went out, so we didn't hear the last thing that you said.
What would you say your favorite food venue was?
Oh,
the Mediterranean spot at the Aquadome Market.
Aquadome.
Okay.
It's got
Yeah, they had some neat stuff over there.
I don't remember the name.
Aquadome.
Yeah, the Aquadome. I don't remember
I
the
think it was
name, but it's the
Aquadome Market.
It's like
Mediterranean
feta or
spot.
something like that.
I
Love it. That was amazing.
Yes.
What about you, Scott?
Well, I'm going to say Kim was the Aquadome
Yes,
Market
yes, that
in
one.
the Mediterranean. Mine, it was the Surfside Eatery. It was a little kind of aimed at the families and the kids buffet, and it always had some neat little things in there. It was great for breakfast. It was quick, easy, in and out. It was weird.
Yes.
It's kind of weird to say that, but it was just so convenient.
All right.
Oh
Well,
my gosh, we like that place too.
Love it. Love it.
let's see.
I mean, we didn't go into too many different places,
Yeah,
but our experience in the MDR was one of the best we've ever had. It was
Yeah.
definitely top notch for us.
yeah, for us, it was, they were just bending over backwards
Mhm.
to give us what we needed, what we asked for.
Yep.
We made our first trip to Chops on this cruise, and that was outstanding.
Mhm.
I mean, probably the best ribeye I've ever had,
You had two.
or the best two ribeyes
Yeah.
I've ever had.
Well, I do have to say, we only did the
Now,
master
Lori
dining room.
and Corey, was the main
Was the
I-
main what?
okay? So was it empty when you guys went?
Yeah, it was pretty empty.
Too busy?
I mean,
Was
it
the
was
main dining
it
room
was
like empty when you guys went? Yeah.
it was probably 50% most nights at
Mhm.
that, if that.
We had the
Um,
early seating though too, so I can't, we don't
Yeah,
know about the late seating.
there were not many people there.
Mhm.
Yeah, we only did the main dining room twice, and that was on the two
Okay.
elegant
Yeah, we
nights.
noticed the same. We had late
And,
dining.
and we were in and out in 45 minutes. I mean, it was the fastest we've ever been in and out of the dining room. It was great.
Yeah, it was super fast for us.
Mhm.
Um,
Out in an hour.
Oh yeah.
it was so fast that we said, let's sit here and have a coffee and a tea, and
Yeah.
you know, we got plenty of time before our show.
Oh no, us we're always on the move. We got something to do.
It was kind of nice to actually be able to relax and not like, come on guys, are you going to bring us our food?
Yeah.
Can we move along here? I don't want to be here for 2 hours again, you know. So they seemed to have it down to a science.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mhm.
Thanks to
Yes.
everybody that's joining. I see a lot of people
Okay.
are jumping into the chat. Be sure to do that. We hope you guys are enjoying this. Let's see
Oh,
next.
here comes the paper, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out again.
Jeez.
What about your favorite show, Shelton and Keith? Can you pick one? Favorite show?
Oh,
The
man.
Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wizard
The
of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
That was
Yeah, Wizard of Oz. That's the best show.
set
Yeah, the
was
first night it was
huge.
You were there the opening night? Yeah.
Us
So
too.
we all were there the opening night
Yes.
when it couldn't
when
go
they
on.
canceled it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yes.
so then we had to wait, but
Oh
we
my-
got the super secret private showing that they'll never do again. So,
Right.
That's right.
so it was pretty cool. I love
Right.
that show. Um, I love that show. It was really cool. What about you, Scott?
How can you go against the Wizard of Oz? That was amazing. But I mean, the other two shows we saw, even though it was the truncated version of the water show, it was still, I mean, wow. what they can do in that Aquadome now is pretty amazing.
Yeah, no doubt. Gosh, trying to pick between the three.
Yeah.
I love The Wizard of Oz. It was the set and the way everything worked was incredible.
Very well done.
And it, I don't know how they did it with the guy running around with the dog being the puppeteer, but that just worked. I mean, it just somehow it's like you ignored the guy and you watched the dog, or you
Yep.
watched the guy and thought he was the dog because everything the dog was doing, he was doing.
Yeah.
But it was just such a good show. Um, uh, what would is that your favorite too?
No,
No?
no.
All right.
So my favorite was the Aqua Show. I just have a
Ah,
thing for the water and the way that they were just jumping or diving off the platforms and just swinging in the air and just all of it. That to me was every time because I love that area, so I would go up and I would see them practicing sometimes too. And then we went to a show. We were up at the Ryan Bean, and they opened up the seating because for the standbys, and we were able to get in and watch the show early, and like
yeah.
the seats weren't the greatest, but then when we went back to actually go to our reservation, we got to see the whole thing in a different
At a different angle.
perspective.
So
Yeah, it was
whenever I
really
put that
really
video together, I'm going to have two different angles of everything. Uh, you know,
the
as
space show was really cool
yeah,
too.
as much as I like those two shows, and as I said in, you know, well, our video that'll come out next week, um, I'm not a big ice skating kind of person, but the juggler and the juggling show that they had was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you
Yeah.
saw stuff and it was
Yes.
just like,
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
And I'm sitting there scratching my head. How in the world does he do that? Are those like little mini drones that he's throwing
Yeah.
around? Because it was
Yes.
pretty neat.
Yes.
Um,
we loved
That's amazing.
So true.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Deb
That is
asked,
so true. When
did
he opened
anyone
up the
watch
big ball.
the shows twice.
their shows twice? Yeah, we watched. Well, we got the kind of the preview of Wizard of Oz, and then the full show, and then we watched the Aqua show a couple of times,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just because
Yes.
it
Yes.
kind of worked out that way.
Same.
Same here. Same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
He's
right.
right though about the guy
Um,
with the juggling.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
amazing.
It was
Yes.
amazing. I mean, the skaters were incredible. I mean, they were
Yeah.
really good. But you know, what are you going to say about skaters? You know, okay, they do whatever triple axle or whatever that they're going to do, and it's like, yeah, that's that.
The only
Hey,
term, no,
Anybody
Yeah,
that's
pretty
got
much.
talent is amazing to me. I got no talent,
Right.
so
I
right.
don't either, but you know, if they can do that, that's awesome. Um, you know, but there's got to be a little bit more to it than that, and the whole story of it, you know, the elements,
That was cool. It was
and
so different.
Mhm.
it was just very different and unique
Mhm.
in the way that they framed it, and the special effects they had lighting up the whole room with the projected images and things. It was cool. So
yeah.
That was
That was
nice. That was
amazing.
nice. Yes.
um,
Yes.
So all in
And I
all, what
love
I'm
the
getting
music
for
that came
everybody
along
is
with it
all
too.
the shows are
You know,
amazing.
with
All
the
three top notch.
all three.
Yeah, yeah. And yes, you're right, Shelton. The music
Yes.
was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Great selection of music for.
Yes.
Did you guys look see all the like the main eventer to the Mosaic? Did you guys go see them?
Yes,
Yeah, we went to see Mosaic.
Yeah,
That
they
was
were pretty
very
amazing
interesting as
too.
well.
Yeah. Did you guys see Mosaic, Shelton and Keith?
Oh,
No.
No.
No, we missed
it.
him.
Beatbox,
Yeah.
wow, he was awesome.
yes, I will say the Viking, who was definitely
Wow.
all Viking, started singing opera.
Yeah.
He was the bass. Like he would make your seat vibrate. Okay. And they even had a little disclaimer, hey, we apologize in advance for your seat
Oh,
vibrating. And he just came out and just busted out opera. I was like, the Viking. Like, wow.
Yeah, he was like a classically trained opera singer
Yeah.
that joined this a cappella boy band. You know, I was like, okay. And then they had the
wow.
yeah, the guy that beatboxer from what was it,
He's from
Brooklyn or
Brooklyn,
something?
yeah.
And he had
New
like
York.
he was the champion beatboxer from Brooklyn for several years, and some of the stuff he could
The
do was
sounds
just
coming out of his mouth. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe he's actually doing it. Like, it's not mechanical.
yeah.
It was
So if
really,
you ever get to Las Vegas, go see
Wow.
Mosaic.
yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I'll
All right.
We
check that
have
out.
to.
Have
Yes.
to.
Yes.
So
What else?
is there one thing that you didn't get to do that you wish you had, Shelton and Key?
Yes, the slides. You know,
That's true.
Oh,
I personally did Crown Edge. We did. Well, I did Crown Edge. You cheered
We
me
watched
on.
it.
I
Saw
cheered you
that.
on. I will not do Crown's Edge.
Oh, you saw the video?
yeah, we saw it.
We didn't get a chance to get into. We didn't get a chance to get into the pools or the hideaway pool. I would love to get in the hideaway pool or any of the pools or the slides, pretty much.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
the
so
only
that's that. The pools, the water slides, and specialty dining. We didn't try. This is our first time like not trying a specialty dining restaurant on the Royal Caribbean ship. So yeah, I would have loved to have done that. I guess that's a reason to book again, huh?
thing. Yep.
When the prices go down.
And so you say that. So Deb here has asked the question.
Yes. Would you all sail Icon again?
Yes.
If it were
Less
affordable,
expensive,
Yes.
yeah.
yes.
There you go.
The prices
Yes.
right now
That's
are
it.
absurd. The
Agreed.
prices for Star next year are absurd. Um, maybe if they come down in a year or year and a half, I'd love to be on Icon or Star again
Mhm.
because it's a gorgeous
Yes.
ship. I don't know what it's going to look like when it's 100% capacity, because from what I heard, it was anywhere between 60 and 80% capacity. So, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference because there really were not any packed areas. Um,
We need to
Yes.
go to Scott too, but not
so,
if you want to answer that.
all right, let's see.
It's from
Uh,
Daniel.
Daniel asked, "This is fantastic. Was this trip more beautiful than than all the other trips on other cruise ships?" Um, we got questions coming in, so we can answer
They're all
their
different.
questions. Yeah,
They're all different. I mean, I loved this cruise. It was great. I would do it again, but we sailed the Elation just a little bit ago, which is the little tedious tiny ship, and we had a great time on that. So
yeah,
it's kind of what you're looking for.
Right. Yes, and
Yes.
we agree with Scott because like even we were on the Celebrity Ascent, and that's an absolutely
That's
beautiful ship, a lot smaller than Icon, but we love that ship. We had a great time on Icon.
And
We had a great time on Wonder. We had a great time on Jubilee. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
it depends on my mood too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there
Right.
you go.
yeah, that's for sure. I mean, us, you guys probably don't know because most people don't know us, but we've only been on 3 cruises together.
Together, yeah.
Yeah. So Icon was our third cruise. We started cruising. Well, we booked a cruise for Laurie's birthday last year, and I jumped on YouTube and started looking at. Okay, I want to know more about this ship, and I stumbled across you guys and the whole YouTuber community,
That's how we started.
and so I was like, wow, this is incredible. I don't know anything about cruise ships, though. So what are we going to do? So we started talking about St. Martin because we've been going there for the last 15 years and we know it like the back of my hand. But um, so we don't have a lot of experience on cruise ships, but is Icon our favorite? of the
favorite.
other two?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I think so. Um, we were on Freedom and Odyssey,
Mhm.
and yeah, both of those.
We had a great time.
If it was we had a great time, but if it was crowded, you knew that it was crowded, and if you needed an elevator, you may have to wait 10 minutes or walk up the stairs. So,
Right. Don't get too close to the buttons because they're all going to light
oh
up.
God, yeah. Don't even get me started about Odyssey. That was horrible with those no touch buttons. They pack the elevator in, and
You're
you're
trying to get out of the way.
trying to
you're
get
like,
out of the way, and
"Oh,
it's like,
the buttons
oh,
are lit
there's
up."
all the buttons lit up. So yeah, but I mean, I don't think I really want to repeat a ship until I've been on more cruises and cruise lines. I mean, to date, we've only been on Royal Caribbean. So,
Yes,
um,
but we have Holland coming up in 4 months,
yeah. So,
and a birthday group cruise on Holland in November. Just putting that out there in case anybody wants to go.
we'll talk about that stuff later. I want to hear what everybody's doing.
Oh, it's not just about me.
No, it's not just about you.
Okay.
Uh,
You need to give us
yeah,
an
Scott.
answer,
So, so was there one thing that you didn't get to do that you wish you had, Scott?
Relax. we were constantly on the move. You felt, oh, did I get good footage over here? Did I get, because it was so big, so much going on. I mean, just even during the day, all the little events, you kind of wanted to be there and get stuff. And so, yeah, I want to cruise it and just relax. That's what I want to do. Just sit back.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe someday. What about you, Lori?
This is going to sound kind of funny, but I really wanted to do the miniature golfing and we never did it. And so that's something that, you could do it anywhere, but I don't know what it was. I just wanted to do it and we just didn't have the time to do it because like Scott said, we were, you're all over the place.
Right.
So
we didn't get to go to the comedy club. So that was one venue that we didn't even get to see. So
we missed it because we were doing something else.
Really?
no, we were.
Those three comedians were great. I'll say that. They were really
I've heard
good.
that they were really funny.
Yeah.
But
We missed it.
well,
Yeah.
what happened was when you booked the tickets, it was actually in the Royal Theater, and there was something happened, but we didn't go. I wanted to see them in the actual comedy club in the attic, but didn't happen. So
That was one area, the attic, that I wasn't that happy about. The seating in the attic was kind of weird. It didn't have any kind of tiered seating, and it was kind of small space. But I mean, it still had good time. You could still see the stage, but it was just a little strange to me the way they set it up. And that was the same thing with the dueling pianos. If you did not get to dueling pianos 45 minutes before,
at least
you were not getting a seat.
yeah, that's
another strange.
Go ahead, Sheldon.
Another strange thing, Scott, when you mentioned the word strange, I didn't like that you had to walk through playmakers to get to absolute zero.
Yes.
I didn't like that.
Yes.
What was they thinking about?
Well,
that was kind of weird.
Getting in was one thing, but then when it all let out and they were doing the playoff game, what a disaster that was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's that was one of my things on the list. Anything that you're.
Hold on.
Let's see.
We'll do the question.
What did you? All right, put up Deb's question here.
Oh, I was gonna hit.
Deb 6562 asks, "What did you all think about the Pearl?" Shelton Key, you want to start us off?
Well, on the Oasis class ships, they have the cars, the Range Rovers, cars, and they replaced it with the Pearl. brilliant idea because when you first get on the ship, you see the pearl like, wow,
Oh yeah.
when we got there, we was like, I've been looking forward to see Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl was one of the things I was looking forward to seeing the most. The
Oh, yeah.
Pearl and the Overlook Pod. So just walking on, seeing this massive Pearl in all of her glamour, I was thoroughly impressed with it. I mean, even to just stand on the stairs that are inside leading up to the Pearl Cafe, it was just beautiful.
And
yeah.
the Pearl Cafe. Well, you mentioned the Pearl, but the Pearl Cafe stayed open 24 hours. So that was awesome. 24-hour Pearl Cafe. Love it.
Ranger cookies from the Pearl Cafe.
And now, see, I'll say they had Bigelow cinnamon tea, and the only place on the ship was at the Pearl Cafe.
Pearl Cafe.
And that's my jam right there. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Pearl. I mean, when we came on and I saw it, I'm like, whoa, there it is. That thing is just gorgeous and it's huge.
Yeah.
And we learned that it's actually an architectural part of the ship. So it's there to hold up Central Park. And just all the lights and the movement and how it changes colors. And
did you tell them about the wave? Did they know?
Oh, yeah. This one day we were up in the Pearl Cafe and we were getting ready to go down, and the Pearl was blue that day. And I looked down, and the reflection from the blue on the stairs looked like waves. I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool. It was really neat.
Railing.
And it's an interesting way to access from deck 5 to 6, and from the upper promenade to the lower.
And just the different lighting at night. I mean, it almost took on a different kind of glow at night, Yeah. It was it was definitely a wow factor.
No doubt.
Yes. It's like the first thing you see when you get on the ship, when you walk onto the Royal Promenade, it's like the Pearl is just there. And so to see that when you first get on the ship, very impressive.
I mean, they did that right. Embarkation, you come right in those doors, and it opens up to the Royal Promenade, and the Pearl is just right dead in front of you.
They wanted that wow factor, and they
got it.
Succeeded for sure.
Yeah. All right. So is there anything that you were disappointed about? Either things that Royal Caribbean changed or something that you didn't like? Shelton and Keith?
Oh, wow. One thing I brought up to some others is, on most cruise ships, even on Wonder of the Seas, they have the big, large movie theater screen, right? So when you look at Icon, they don't have the theater screen. But that's they got the hideaway, they got everything else, but that's minimal.
Yeah, that's for him.
I find myself looking for that screen once or twice.
I did look for it, but I was like, it wasn't a deal breaker. I do think, like with the smart elevators, everyone should have been made aware that each person in your party should press the button, because we did run into an issue initially. It went away. It wasn't a big thing, but like one person from this large party of 15 pressed the button, and everyone else was pressing the button. So when the elevator came, because it sent all of us to the same elevator, there wasn't enough room for everyone. So it's like all 15 individuals should have pressed the button, and then the elevator would have known that it couldn't add any more people because the quantity had been maxed out. So I just wish that everyone knew that, or they should have had a sign to say everyone must press a button, because that was a bit, initially in a way. So that, and then the smell, there was a smell that, oh my gosh, but it went away. It was just there for, was it like a day or two?
Yeah,
and then it went away. So I don't know where that came from, but I'm glad they figured that one out.
Well,
And on the elevator, it says max capacity was 30 people. No way you're getting 30 people in that elevator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
let me
No.
ask, how many of you guys pushed the button for your elevator and then forgot to watch the screen of which elevator bank you were supposed to go to?
Yeah. Yeah.
You hit it again, and you're
It's
like,
like,
okay, wait, that's.
well, let me hit it again and see what
Yep,
it tells me this
oops.
time.
Yes. Or you had to
That was
run
the other thing.
across
We'd be
like
talking.
you're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
That
would
was one of
happen.
the
Or you'd
only
be
problems.
close to one elevator. Yeah, and we had to run to another, but then the people on the inside, it's like, you get there, they're already on the elevator. You press the button, it's sending you to that elevator. They're pressing the button to close the doors, and
Oh, yeah.
that kept happening too. So our little elevator issues.
Oh, look at this. So Daniel left us a comment here. He says, fun fact, I kayaked next to Icon in St. Martin last Wednesday.
Wow.
Beautiful and impressive. By the way, because I live on St. Martin myself, I really enjoyed your videos at Mountain Secret. Well, how about that? Thank you, Daniel.
Every April.
Yep. We are going back in a month and a half. Can't wait. And
Wow.
Daniel also asks your favorite couple in Sea Trippin'. Have you been to St. Martin before? And if so, what is
Not.
your honest opinion about the island?
We love St. Martin. I'm trying to remember what we did.
Yeah, we went on what's cruise? Wonder of the Seas.
Yes.
Wonder of the Seas.
Yes.
So they made a stop to St. Martin. We went to the famous Maho Beach. So
yes.
Yeah.
To watch the airplane.
Watch the
Yes, that's right.
airplane.
That's right.
So I love it.
Yeah,
that was
a great
amazing.
experience. Yes.
So we had the app. What's called FlightAware? I think it's called FlightAware.
Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
timed the flights when they came. It was just amazing.
Yes,
It was
that was a
amazing.
great time because
Great
we,
experience.
we had we took a ride through the island, and then we went to the beach, and it was a great experience. Great experience.
Love it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come back.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful island. Lori's been going there since she was a teenager.
That wasn't that long ago, really. But
Okay,
just kidding. It was a long time ago.
but yeah, we love St. Martin. Is by far, not that we've been to a lot of Caribbean islands, but it is our favorite. They call it the friendly island, and that is the absolute truth. Everybody is so friendly there. And you talked about Maho Beach. We've got a video up that we've had up for a while. So if you guys, anybody out there has a port day in St. Martin, take a look at it. For $4, you can get from the port area or from downtown Phillipsburg to Maho Beach and back. And it's full walkthrough. It tells you how to take the local buses, which it's $2 each way.
Yep.
So
Nice.
Just takes you a little longer.
it takes you a little bit longer, but hey, then you're hanging out with local people. That's how we get around St. Martin every year when we go. We take the buses everywhere that we want to go. So let's
Scott?
see. Scott, you said you had not been to St. Martin?
No, we haven't been there yet. No, it's on our list. Our list that's a billion things long, but it's on the list.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Still speaking about St. Martin. Let's see. They went to
Great experience.
Wonder of the Seas and Maho Beach. D&W love to cruise. How many days and nights was your cruise experience? So ours was a 7 day or 7 night
The Icon.
on
yeah,
the
it
Icon,
was
I guess so.
7.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah.
M&T also said, I love the inexpensive taxis. Well,
Yes.
taxis can get expensive because they're kind of unregulated,
Yeah.
but the buses are cheap.
They look the same.
Yeah, they can look the same because it's not like a city bus or something. It's like
It's like a minivan.
a passenger van,
Passenger van.
so it's like a 15-person van or something like that. But it's got the license plate says bus on it, so
Yeah.
And always in the front window, it'll say its destination. So if it's Maho, it says Maho. If it's Phillipsburg, it's Phillipsburg. Marigot, wherever you want to go. So it'll take you pretty much around the exterior of the island, and they're cheap. So anyway, all right. What were we talking about before we? So disappointed.
Question? Yes.
What is the best excursion? Deb is asking what's the best excursion on St. Martin. It really depends on what you want to do.
Agreed.
Some excursions that we've done, going on the Lombada, which is a big catamaran, going to Prickly Pear and Anguilla. That was cool.
Snorkeling,
Uh,
open bar.
Last year we did Billy Bones, which is a speedboat tour around the island that stops at Creole Rock for snorkeling, then goes out to Pinnell Island and Tintamar, and we had lunch on in Grand Case at the Lolos, and then went back around the island, stopped in Long Bay.
Yeah.
Yep, Long Bay.
We've also done jet ski excursion. That was fun too. It was a little hard getting out there, but it was
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, there are so many different excursions to do there. We're going to try to do some more this year and put them up, but
Yeah.
So
I'll say for a disappointment for this one and talking about excursions, how about St. Thomas only being there till what, 1:30? Did you guys even get to do anything?
We didn't even
we
get
didn't
off the
get
ship.
off the ship.
We wanted to, but
we wanted to.
Same. We didn't get off.
My intention. I thought, okay, we're in St. Thomas. That's U.S. territory. I'm good to go. I'm going to take my drone out there and get some cool shots of Icon or whatever. And then we get there and I look at it and it's like, well, crap, we're right next to an airport and we've got a 2-mile no-fly zone around here. So you can't fly anywhere around there. And it's like, well, so much for that.
Yeah.
So we didn't
We
even
did
get
a,
off the
we
ship.
did a tour. Yeah,
Oh,
we did a
really?
tour, but the whole time I was like, I gotta be back, gotta be back. So it was, you know, I'm a nervous Nelly, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, those short.
Yeah, we didn't even
tours,
get off the
no, why
ship.
do they do that? Yeah.
Yeah. We stayed on the ship and we did,
That's when we went to the Hideaway.
we went to
pool,
Hideaway Pool.
and there was one other area that we had not gone to that we kind of were able to get to.
I think we went to, did we go to Swim and Tonic that day too?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the swim up bar.
So you never made
All the
it there.
places
Walked
you
by
can't get
plenty
to
of
'cause
times.
Yeah, the few places that are packed on Icon, Hideaway and the Hideaway Pool and Swim and Tonic,
Yeah.
those were always packed.
Yeah.
The rest of the pools you could get in, they weren't completely packed, but
There was no swimming. Don't plan on swimming. Just get in, get wet, cool off, and get out.
Yeah.
Or drink all day like everybody
Well,
else.
that's what scares me is they drink all day in that pool. That's
Yes, and nobody gets out.
yeah, we know your phobia, Scott.
Yep.
Oh,
We have somebody watching from Indiana.
Serenity Searchers says they're watching from Indiana. Hello, everyone. And then we've got Shy Sarai Blogs. No pier running.
No pier
No
running.
pier running, Scott. So much fun. We've yet to actually witness.
You know
pier
how many
runners, but then
vloggers
again-
were on that cruise? I didn't want to be, everybody's shooting and that one
That's right.
person running. I'd show up on everybody's
Everybody's
feed.
video.
Wow. Wait, so Corey and Laurie, you guys have never witnessed pier runners?
No,
No, I mean,
only in the videos.
Oh
we've
my-
only in the videos. So.
never personally.
Oh my gosh, we've actually seen people get left, like they've run all the way down, and the ship is, and everyone's on the balcony, like, bye.
Yeah.
I
It actually
can't say that
happened.
we've ever really looked for them, but
True.
You
We've
know.
never been. Well, not very
Yeah.
often are we up on any kind of a balcony when we're leaving.
Yeah,
And
and
especially on this one, we had the early dinner, so most of the time we were sailing away when we were at dinner.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
I'll be on the lookout then.
in the past, past cruises, I think our balcony always, for whatever reason, ended up being on the opposite side of the ship from the pier. Uh,
Gotcha.
so haven't witnessed it, and look forward to it one day.
As long as it's not us.
As long as it's not us, we're good.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys
Uh,
another question. How did everybody
Okay.
like their rooms?
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody else start.
Okay. Like I said, we had
For
the
us,
surfside balcony. I, for the most part, I thought the room was okay. I think it could have used more storage. The one thing I did like about the Odyssey was they had the storage cabinets over the bed. Those kind of came in handy.
For tall
Um,
people.
I'm tall,
I'm not.
and if I had a complaint about the room, it would be the fact that the bed was right up against the wardrobe, so only one person could get over there into the wardrobe area at a time. Now, I have seen videos of other cabins where the bed's on the other out by the balcony, and
That
so
would be
you had
easier.
access to it, and the couch was next to it, and that would be fine. But
Yeah, so I
it
had
was
my
just a little
own
bit.
wardrobe closet area. I had
Yeah,
plenty
that
of
was all
space.
hers, so I had to use the desk drawers. Uh, one thing I will
Wow.
say is that if you go on
Same.
Icon, definitely watch some videos, and maybe this is something everybody should do whenever you get on a cruise anyway. Ask your stateroom attendant, hey, can you give me a tour of this cabin and show me all the secret stuff? Because there was stuff in that cabin we didn't even know about until we got home and started watching other people's room tours.
Yeah. Mood lighting. Had no
Moonlighting on the thermostat.
Yeah,
I'm
on
like,
the little
really? I
thermostat.
didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
Well, they took a little
And
hint from Virgin there.
yeah, and the USB-C ports on the desk area. I'm like,
Yes.
I wish I
Yeah.
would have known those were there. That would have been handy. But secrets, yeah.
Plus, you
Ray
can
of
control it from
Sunshine
your cell
says
phone.
Yeah.
secrets.
I never
Yeah,
did try that.
I didn't try that either.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
you
It
guys,
worked.
It was very convenient.
Yeah.
Shelton and Key, what kind of room did you guys have?
We had an ocean. Yeah, we had an ocean view balcony, and my only complaint was the size of the wardrobe, the hanging space. There was plenty of like drawers to store things in, plenty of shelves, but I had like long dresses, long pants that needed to be hung up. And for me, I always overpack. It was barely enough space for me. He had to he had to keep everything in his suitcase, and
Some
some
of the
things
stuff.
he used the desk drawers. But like you said, Corey, we had, when we were on Celebrity Ascent, we actually had our stateroom attendant to do a tour for us, and we had an infinite veranda cabin there. And so transitioning to Icon, it's had the same, panel as we had on Celebrity, so we were kind of familiar with some of the things. And we didn't have any complaints. And like you were saying, our couch was next to the closet space. So we could walk there, and the baskets that they had, I wish they were on like, what do you call it?
Wheels.
The hinges,
On
sliders,
rollers.
where they was slide. Yeah, I wish
Yeah.
yes, because they were like squeaking, and I felt like I was I felt like we
It
were
made
cutting
so
into the
much
wood or
noise.
something. But
Those things were
yes, but
horribly
that and more
noisy.
hanging space. Yes, for no reason. And but those are that's my only issue is just, the storage space, the hanging space,
I love that the storage side, the shelves on the side by the TV. I love that area, the shelves by the TV. So that came in handy.
Just needed more hanging space.
Yeah, true.
That's all.
Yeah. It definitely could have used more hanging space, because normally in the long closet, if there is one, that's where we put our hamper to put our dirty clothes or whatever. And it wasn't wide enough for that. And
Yes.
no,
Yeah.
it fit, but then my dresses were pressed up against the
Yeah, it was
wall,
just
and
so
then the dirty
narrow, so
clothes. So
anyway,
yeah.
but Um,
Well, Scott needs to answer too, unless you were going to say something.
I was going to say one more thing. One thing I did love was the shower in our staterooms. I love the way they had that cantilever door. So as you open it, it swings in and
Yes.
out because that saves so much room.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you would be
Yes.
cramped
You
in the.
could reach through that little crack to turn on the water. You didn't have to go
Yeah,
all the way in.
that's what I did.
Yep.
That's yes, yes, that's what we did.
Yep,
Oh
that was
yeah.
a neat shower, and big, very big.
Yeah.
So,
Big
Mhm.
for a cruise shower.
so what do you think, Scott? You
We
asked a
had the
question.
Central Park Infinite balcony, and it was our first time
Okay.
with one of those infinite balconies, and we loved it. We had it adds that extra interior room
Yeah.
where and it gets when you pull down the shade and everything comes down, it's as dark as an interior. So we'd wake up in the morning, have no idea what time it was because it's so dark in there. But I'd get up early and I could pull those curtains and I could sit there and work while she was still sleeping. Is a whole separate room. We loved it. I see complaints about it. Well, when you drop that window, the AC turns off. And I guess I can kind of understand that. But since our sailing, it wasn't that hot and everything. And I guess we didn't leave it down a lot anyway, but it was great just people watching for Central Park. And then, and you go out and you put the window up. So I love that room a lot more than I thought I was going
Okay.
to.
So we did have a question here from DNW Love to Cruise. How well did the app work? And did it help you navigate the ship and help you schedule everything you wanted to? Who wants to take it?
It
Oh
worked
yeah.
great for me. Yeah,
Well,
great.
we had no issues with the app. Yes.
No,
Yes.
none.
Uh-oh.
Worked great. I wish I would have remembered to try
amazing.
the room controls
Yes.
in the app. I totally forgot, and I didn't get a chance to try that. But for scheduling and everything else, we didn't have any issues.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same. We
same
had no
here.
issues. We could schedule shows. We could do multiple scheduling of shows. It showed us when everything was
Now it's working
occurring.
right.
It helped us to navigate like
Mhm.
what deck certain things were
Yeah,
on.
it
We absolutely love
Yep.
the app.
provides a whole map.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Yeah.
don't know you can chat with guest services from the app.
Right.
Yeah.
And other guests
Yep.
for free. You
Free
know,
chat.
that's
Yeah.
free chat. So
So it's
love it.
nice. I love it.
And this isn't about the app, but you guys said something that kind of made me think of it. Was by the elevator, they had all the floors and where everything was, and they had it set up where it was forward, mid, and aft, and what was in both areas. And I thought that was great,
Yeah.
so that I knew where I needed to go, not only the floor, but where I needed to head.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was every elevator bank had that same thing. So not only would it tell you what floor it's on, it would tell you which end of the ship you needed to go to.
Mhm.
And so it worked really well. Sorry, I
I
had to switch
forgot to
cameras,
try it.
but-
Were those touch screen, by the way? Because I know on the Harmony, those big whatever were touch screen, and you could find different locations. I never did try,
I didn't try that. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't know.
I don't think we tried either.
We didn't touch
We
it.
didn't try. I wanted to. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Didn't want to break it.
all right. So Ray of Sunshine asked, was navigating the elevators better than most cruise ships?
We all agreed.
Yeah, we did talk about that earlier. It's definitely better than my experiences on other
Mhm.
ships. I mean, it was pretty much flawless. So
Just make sure you're looking at the kiosk when you push the button,
yeah,
so you'll know which elevator
gotta
to
work.
go to.
Look at that little tablet and make sure that you see what
Yes.
number you're supposed to go to.
My short attention span, press button, look away.
Yeah.
Let's pull it down.
Right.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
all right. Well, we got a rowdy crowd in here. Um,
Do you want
Well-
to save that for last? Do you guys have any questions?
Yeah, you guys got any questions for the crew here?
Oh, wait, there's no.
Okay, let's
I was
see.
gonna say
So,
Serenity Searchers has a good
Yeah, I
one
got a
there.
question for you.
yeah,
Yeah, did any one of you guys? Did anyone of you guys get a chance to see Rover?
Yes.
briefly.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
we did, but
Somebody went
it
running
was
by and we're like, oh, right here, right here.
yeah. We
Yeah, he
saw
was
her
surrounded.
on day one, and then we finally got to meet her in the Aquadome. We saw her on Coco K too. I'm gonna make one comment. And did anybody else? Did you guys see her, Rover?
We saw her briefly.
No.
Yeah.
We
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Wait,
And
no.
we could have just.
I did briefly. Yeah.
This is just kind of weird, but the trainer just seemed almost annoyed at times. And I'm sure everybody's stopping her to try and pet whatever Rover and stuff. But yes, every time we'd see her, she's like dragging the dog along, So it's like, well, they need to do it like a Disney thing and have scheduled times where Rover will be
Oh,
in
yeah.
the promenade at 10 a.m.
Ah. That's a great
That
idea.
is true.
Yeah. But then it would be packed.
That is
Yeah.
It was packed if she came out anyway, just by
Well,
people
you
stumbling
set up a
across
nice
it.
little photo op thing,
All right. So this kind of goes along with what was going to be my last question for everybody. And that is, so after the largest in the world, what's next for everyone? Who wants to start with that one? Or let me
You're pointing down.
my question was any upcoming traveler cruises that you want to mention?
Well, we'll take this one.
We can take it.
Yeah, because they're all
Okay.
pointing. So I don't know.
All right. So let's see.
Our next
Well,
trip is St. Martin in April.
St. Martin in April, but
Our next
before
cruise-
then,
before then.
we're going to Gatlinburg in
Oh,
about a
no,
week and a
yeah,
half,
that's that.
but just overnight.
Yeah.
It's for a work thing, and then we're second weekend in March.
March 8th and 9th.
8th and 9th, we're going down to Helen, Georgia for a 4th annual YouTube meetup. We met Clock Family Adventures on board, and they told us about this meetup in Helen, Georgia, which is like an hour and a half from us. So it's like, okay, we'll go down there. We've never been to Helen. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. 100 people going.
Yeah, there's like 111 people going to dinner that night. It's like, holy cow, all these people. So sure, why not?
Yeah.
Then St. Martin in April. Then June, we're going to be on the New Amsterdam,
Holland of America.
Holland America's New Amsterdam for an Alaska cruise.
Land and Sea.
Land and sea cruise. Yeah.
Pretty excited about it. It was a
So-
group cruise through EECC.
Yeah.
So we got on that. And then
Okay.
and then in November,
Well,
what? Am I missing?
we're going to be on. Yeah, we're going to be on the Utopia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Inaugural sailing at the end
Oh,
of July.
nice.
Yeah. That was the first one that we booked.
That was the original.
That
one,
was the
'cause we
original. It
couldn't
was
get
like,
on the
oh, you
icon.
got to get on an inaugural. So,
Yeah.
so we said, all right, let's do Utopia. Not that I was that excited about a
No.
4-day
perfect-
cruise,
Yeah. Perfect
but-
day, Nassau.
Yeah.
Okay.
perfect day in Nassau. Whoopee.
Hey, a cruise.
Can we as cruisers,
Yeah.
can we as cruisers actually tell the cruise lines, stop Nassau? Nobody wants to go to Nassau. Let's go somewhere else, anywhere else.
Maybe
And I'm a new cruiser, and I say that.
that
So
way. But yeah. So yeah, I forgot that one. You're right.
Yeah.
So,
and then our group cruise in November, which is also on New Amsterdam.
yes, and
So-
that's going to the Caribbean.
And you can check out details on our channel about that. But so what about you guys? What kind of travel you got coming up, or cruises?
Well, you're not ready to share yet.
Or you're not ready to share if you don't want to. So that's
Yeah.
up to you. So
Okay, so this is what I'll say. Okay, for us, we normally keep our stuff, hidden. We may reveal it to our channel members first. But I will say we travel by, sea. We do direct flights. We do road trips. But right now we are focusing on cruising because in 2023 we set a goal to sell, I forgot, like 9 cruise lines, and we by 2025, and we've almost met that goal. We only have 2 more left, and we will have met that goal. And then after we've met that goal, we'll focus back on our direct flights and our land trips. So just stay tuned.
Now we do we do have a group cruise that's going to take place in 2025.
Yes, for couples.
For couples. So it's a couples group cruise, and it's on Celebrity Ascent. And we have 2 other content creators. I think you guys met Team Reese Travels. They was on the Icon. Yep. You got Parker's on the Go.
And they were on the Icon.
They were on the Icon as well. So we teamed up.
We met them as well.
Crew.
Yes.
But overall, okay, great. So overall, what's coming up for our channel, you will see a lot of more cruise content. We tend to surprise you when it comes. When you guys will be excited.
A lot of people, they call us the pop-up cruisers.
Pop-up cruisers.
You never know where you'll see us, but just stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Awesome. So is that group cruise yours, or is someone else putting it on, or the couples?
Yes,
it's ours.
Yes, it's 3. It's us along with Team Reach Travels and Parker's on the Go. So the 3 of us are the hosts.
So you can book with either one of us.
Yes.
So book with your favorite content creator.
Well, you're my favorite right now. I can say.
Can you
we
tell
were
us
like
what
cabin neighbors.
time frame that is, so we can?
Yeah.
We haven't booked
date
anything for 2025 yet. Oh, we booked one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
can just
so
do it
there's-
privately
Thank you,
if you want.
Yeah, one of our mods from our channel just dropped it in the chat. Shai Saraj, she's our moderator.
Okay.
But it's from February 16th through February 25th. It's on the beautiful, beautiful Celebrity Ascent.
Yes.
It's going to St. Martin. You guys are familiar with St. Martin. It's going to St. Thomas. You guys will get a chance to get off. You get a chance to get off on this ship. It's also going to Dominican Republic. But the ship is beautiful.
Beautiful ship.
One of our favorites.
Yes.
So a lot of great networking with couples and content creators. So I just want to put that plug in there.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
What about you, Scott?
Our next cruise is at the end of April. We're going on our first Princess cruise. It's going to be the Caribbean Princess with, I can't even remember all the stops. Princess K. It's really a port intensive. It's a Princess K, Amber Cove, Grand Turk, and there's one other stop in there. But then after that, we've got a 5-day on the Valor, and that's at the beginning of September. And then in 2025, we are booked for the inaugural on the MSC World America. So that'll be our first MSC cruise. So we're kind of interested in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, it should be interesting. An inaugural cruise, which I don't really know how inaugural cruises normally go. I've seen a lot of horror stories.
Well, that's this.
And
I don't
I've seen a lot of
expect
horror
it to be as
stories about
smooth
MSC.
don't expect it to be as smooth as the Icon was here.
Yeah, I mean, Icon, other than Wizard of Oz not working.
Well, there was the
Opening night.
technical,
I mean,
with
what?
the laser tag and the absolute zero.
Yeah, they did have that, but
Yeah.
Oh, I played laser tag. That was fun.
But MSC is interesting. But worth the
That's
try.
what we've heard.
Everyone try. It's very interesting, but yeah, try it. And get specialty dining. That's one tip I will offer. Just at least one specialty dining restaurant.
Noted.
Corey, Scott, and Lori, one thing I can really think that the other cruise lines can learn from Royal Caribbean is the preview sell-ins. They tend to do a lot of preview sell-ins, before the actual inaugural cruising.
The shakedown.
The shakedown, the inaugural cruise,
Yeah.
preview sellings. So that really helps out to knock out some of the kinks, not all of the kinks, but those preview sellings. Like they had one on Icon for the content creators. They had some out there for the travel agents, the media. I was like,
and for their employees.
And
And
for
so
the
they
employees.
were asking for their feedback to
Right.
try to get the ship prepared for the inaugural sailing. So some of the issues that they experienced, they were eliminated by the time we sailed on the inaugural. So,
on the 27th.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's smart. If you're going to have paying people come on, you should be ready for them.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Even though we weren't the first, we were the first to pay.
Yes.
Yeah. We weren't the first people to see the Wizard of Oz, but we were the first paying passengers to see Wizard of Oz. So
Right.
gotta be something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Let's see.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
I got a question before you get to that one. What do you guys think about the gifts you receive every day? The swag gifts, the water bottle, the hats, and so on. What you guys think about the gifts?
My first time getting swag, so I liked it. Some of the items were a little on the whatever, the little body bag thing. I'm not quite sure about, but hey,
That one.
I figure swag, right?
Felt like it was Christmas every day.
Yeah. I mean, it was awesome. We open our door to our room for the first time and there's two hats there. It's like, wow. Of course, one was pink and one was purple. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, Laurie's favorite color is purple. So I get stuck with the pink. But we talked to our room steward.
Let's do if we
Our
could
room
exchange it,
attendant,
'cause
and
we
it
don't
said,
want-
hey, can we swap the pink out for something else? Purple's Laurie's favorite. And she said, sure, no problem. And next thing we know, a yellow one appears in our cabin and we still have the pink one. It's like,
Yeah.
okay. And then just about everything else that they brought us, if there was a purple option, we got purple. So
Yes.
that was cool.
Everybody, customer
Yes.
service on this, I thought was really top notch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they recruited some of the best crew from around the
They
fleet.
said there was what, 12,000 that applied, and
Yeah, 12,000 for like 2,800 jobs.
yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, because our room attendant on Odyssey back in November
Mhm.
was taking his month off, and then he was starting directly on Icon, and so we hooked up with him.
Shout out to Eisenhower.
Yeah, shout out to Eisenhower. If you're watching, he always comments on our Facebook and stuff, and
Yeah.
so great guy, outstanding room attendant. So from the Philippines. But
Well, what did you
Wow.
guys
Anyway.
think about the swag?
We loved it. And we've been on different inaugural cruises, but this was our first royal inaugural cruise. And so we're accustomed to getting a small token of appreciation on the first day, but we didn't know we were getting something every day. So we were just
Yeah.
appreciative to receive it. But yeah, the I like pink and purple. So when things came, I'm like, oh, what are you gonna get? Because everything belongs to me.
He got the Empire
But
Super
no,
Club
we're-
mixer thing.
yeah.
But hey,
Yeah,
Scott, what's
cool.
funny is our room steward actually bought him an extra one of those little purse pouch things, and she just bought it in blue and said it was for him.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Great gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the certificate that we got at the end. It felt like I graduated. right?
Yeah.
It felt like I
Yeah.
graduated from my cruise. That was pretty neat. Very
Yeah.
thoughtful.
That was pretty neat, and they gave us the picture of the ship.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have to. I guess we'll have to get those framed and put it up somewhere. Official certificate. You were on the inaugural cruise, and here's the ship. And Because I know,
I'll have
Scott,
to
you
actually
guys,
get an office where I can put stuff up on the wall and not have some weirdo background.
yeah, you got you got conned into getting the model of the ship too, didn't you, Scott?
Oh, yeah. I had to get a sign
Yeah,
too. Yep, yep.
yeah. What about you guys? Did you get the model, Shelton?
We didn't
We
though. We
didn't.
were tempted,
Very
but
tempted.
nah, we didn't.
We didn't.
Well, we were
You were
tempted,
smart.
and I said, nah, I'm not gonna get the model. And then I saw, oh, the captain's signing everyone's ship models, and I'm like, really?
I'm like, now you're
I'm
gonna
like,
have to get it.
how can you not get the model with the inaugural captain's signature on it,
Yeah.
even if it's just gonna sit on a shelf? You got to do it, right?
And it's
See, that's when we were
Right there.
tempted. When they said we saw the line, and I was like, okay, the captain. I was like, what is the line for? They were like, the captain is signing the ships. I'm like, okay, we have to get one. And then we saw this family leaving, and they're like, oh, he's only going to sign the box. I was like, well, that's my sign. So, and then people were like, no, he actually signed the ship. I was like, well, it just wasn't meant for us to get. So
That's right.
Yeah, I heard that too, that he was just signing the box, and then I think someone around me said, "Hey, why is he going to sign the box? I throw the box away. We've got 20 ship models. I don't keep the boxes to all my ship models. I just want the ship." It was like, okay.
Oh my.
So, oh, it was fun though.
There was a couple more questions that came through.
Let's see.
Through Deb 65, 62.
Okay. So Deb 6562 says, "What did you think of the statutes on the ship
Statues, probably.
or statues? If you mean like the bronze statues that were all over the place, those were kind of cool. It was kind of random and weird.
The dog peeing on the lamppost, that was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the
Now,
guy coming out of the
people-
manhole, and
Cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
that one.
that.
The
Well, how
lady on
about the?
Surfside.
I was gonna say, how about the one out there in Surfside, the lady with the
Yeah.
Polaroid? How many times did you think that was a real person standing back there?
That one scared me.
Yes. Caught me off
Yeah.
guard.
Yeah, that one was a little strange for me.
yeah,
I thought it was a person.
Uh, well, that's one thing I've got to say about the whole thing was how colorful the ship was. It was almost like
oh
an
yeah,
assault on the senses. Just all these bright colors everywhere you looked. It was really amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah. There
So
was a lot of
true.
color. It was gorgeous.
Yes.
And that's what our room steward said when we asked her what we liked best about it. She said it was just so colorful.
Mhm. That big colorful star that was I can't remember where it was. It was up when you were kind of walking towards, I think, not Central Park, but
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't
Was
think
that
of where it
Was
real?
was.
it through chill? One of
Chill?
those? Yeah.
Maybe chill. I think.
That was nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Right.
And the sunsets at night outside. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like just standing
yeah.
out there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we caught the sunset in the Pearl a couple of times.
Yeah.
So DNW Love to Cruise asked, "Did anyone go to the spa?"
Only
Do I
to
have a
try
spa
and
day?
obtain some signatures for the nationality or the nation's scavenger hunt.
Yeah, that's Lori's thing.
No,
She
we
loves that nation scavenger hunt. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we
Kim
never
and
made
Brian
it to
did
the
do that.
spa. We're not spa people. Well, Kim kind of will do it, but not me. I can't sit still for that long.
Lori loves her
Yeah.
massages.
The closest I got to the spa was the fitness center. I just was curious to see how it looked, but we didn't make it to the spa.
Yeah, we didn't. Normally we'll do a spa tour just because, but this time we didn't for some reason.
Yeah.
We didn't either.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Well,
Yeah,
they'll
I did
sponsor
walk
us.
through the gym. Yeah, I walked through just so I could see it.
I got some footage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yep.
Now that was an interesting thing where the gym was, because that was so strange. I mean, you had to go outside onto like the walking track and walk all the way around
Mhm.
to the front of the ship, and then go through these doors. And there was a gym kind of standalone all by itself, not near the spa like it normally is.
Mhm.
And
Not even
Right.
on the same floor.
no,
Deck. Yeah.
I mean it was strange just being way out in the middle of nowhere there, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
cool looking gym.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys any longer. I don't know what you got to do tonight, and I know everybody's busy. I think we pretty much wrapped up the questions.
Yeah.
Um,
Unless you guys
unless you
have
guys
any.
have any questions, I'll leave it up to you. We can.
Yeah.
I think
Geez,
I
we've
went
been
over
going an
everything
hour and
I
20
had.
minutes.
Yeah,
I
we want
mean,
to be
all I can
respectful
say
of
it was an amazing cruise.
Yes.
Yes.
Ditto.
I would say this: if you're thinking about it, just do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I would give it 2 thumbs up. It was a
Thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. Yeah, it was a beautiful cruise.
6.
Beautiful ship, lots of fun. Always something to do, probably more than you can get done in a week.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to get to as much as we could, and we still couldn't get to it all.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
all right, guys, Scott and Key and Shelton, I want to thank you guys for being here tonight.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you for
joining us
joining us, you
and
guys.
doing this and agreeing to do this roundtable. It has been a lot of fun, and we definitely have to do more stuff like this in the future.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
love talking to other cruisers. What was
Oh,
that, Scott?
yes.
Almost
Good. Absolutely. This has been a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love talking. You can't shut me up.
and it looks like people like to watch it too. So what
Yeah.
that's the whole purpose of doing the things that we do is to entertain.
Share.
Yeah.
Share
Entertain,
knowledge.
Oh, Gladiator. And thank you for everyone that commented and said
Yes.
hello and support us. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you guys for
Thank
being
you,
here.
guys.
Thank you guys for inviting us.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for the invite.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, we fell in love with you guys walking by in the hall, but someday we'll be able to sit down in person.
And yeah, actually
Most
spend some
definitely.
time
Oh,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
And of
yes,
course, the sea tripping too, and
Yeah.
both you guys. Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, yes.
All right, guys. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up there then. And
Wrap it up.
I don't know how you want to wrap it up.
Put some wrapping paper in the other room. Bring it in. And, yeah.
Okay. All right. A little too silly.
I'm sorry. That's my nature.
We're getting
Right.
punch drunk here.
Yeah, yeah. It's all that caffeine and that. What did I have? I had the.
Now, this is
the
not a Moscow
chamomile.
Mule. This is a
Yeah.
tea. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
Guys. Thanks
Uh,
again. It's good to see
thanks
y'all.
again. It was good to see you guys.
Well,
And
thank you, guys.
we will have to do this again sometime. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, you
Okay.
two.
night.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.